Okay, so I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling pretty spiritually dry today, not really feeling particularly close to God, and I nearly didn't make this video at all, but then like a piece of writing by C.S. Lewis kind of came to mind, and it really encouraged me, and I thought, hey, it might actually encourage other people out there as well, so I wanted to make this, and by the end of this, hopefully you're going to feel like I do, that actually this kind of faith is not only normal, but is actually some of the most dangerous faith to the enemy that there possibly is. We're going to get into that today. And if you're struggling with your own season of dryness right now, just remember that you're not alone. And if you'd like to take a moment and go down to this video's description, you're going to be able to find out how to get involved with my monthly live stream that we're going to be doing. I host it over on Patreon, but it's completely free of charge. You don't need to pay anything to be involved with it. And it's just Bible studies, Q&As, and just people encouraging each other. I'd love it if you would be involved with that. Just get down to the description. Information's going to be there. All right, then, let's be brutally honest. Today, and probably for the last few days to a week or so, I've not been feeling really close to God, and I don't know why. I mean, it might be that there is some kind of unresolved, unrepented of sin that's in my life that I need to identify and get on top of. Or it could be due to stress, or like the biggest thing that I've kind of got at the moment is like in my work, I'm in sales, like just the silence, I spend so much time phoning people, emailing people, and just being ignored, like all day, every day, silence, just being completely ghosted all the time, and then getting home and praying, and like that perceived silence, that not immediate communication from the Lord, it kind of just feels like I'm just being ignored constantly. And now I'm saying it out loud, I'm thinking that might actually be one of the biggest issues that I'm kind of got at the moment. And honestly, that's the reason why I nearly didn't make a video. It kind of felt fake to be making a video and just say, hey, how great, or trying to maybe pretend to be like on fire at the moment. It seems like there's this whole performance thing that we're expected to do in the Christian community, and I'm just like learning that now. I've been making YouTube videos for a couple of months, and at the end of the day, the channel has gone like it's exploded by the power of God. For me, it's exploded. I've gone from 0 to 4,000 subscribers in like a couple of months, and that can only possibly be through the help of God, because I don't know what I'm doing. But I also realized that faith goes it goes in waves, doesn't it? Sometimes you're really up high and sometimes you're really down low, and like I've kind of gone through a cycle of that now, where I'm at a point where I'm realizing that it's easy to make content when like you're properly on fire for the Lord, but then when you're down here and then you're saying, I've got to make something, it's like, well, do I fake it? What am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to pretend? But then I kind of remembered that the Christian life isn't a performance, it's a walk, and often it's a walk through a desert. But then when we're walking through this kind of desert, this dry season of our life, this feeling in your brain just kind of comes up saying like, have I failed the Lord? Has he walked away from me? Have I done something wrong? But then going back to the word and looking through the scriptures, even though I'm not really feeling it right now, has brought two fantastic scriptures to mind, which I want to share with you right now. First one that I've got is Psalm 13. This is King David himself speaking. Check this. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death, and my enemy will say, I've overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. It's amazing. David sat here just saying, hey Lord, have you forgotten me? I'm right here. He's venting his spleen to God. He's just letting it all out, but trusting, more importantly, in this season, in the goodness of God. Second one we got here is Elijah running away from Ahab and Jezebel in 1 Kings 19. Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there, while he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness. He came to a broom bush, sat down under it and prayed that he might die. "I've had enough, Lord," he said. "Take my life. I'm no better than my ancestors." Then he lay down under the bush and fell asleep. It's not for us to pretend that everything is okay and smile through the pain and just make out like the Christian life is like a golden ticket to earthly happiness. It's not. Most of our heroes from the Bible suffered enormously, and we are going to do that as well. The best thing that we can do is look at the examples of these like heroes of the faith and just do the same that they did. Bring it to the Lord in prayer and just tell him how you feel, and that's what I've been doing. And it occurs to me that obedience in joy is beautiful, but obedience in silence, that's holy. That's dangerous. There's a line from the Screwtape Letters that shook me the first time that I read it, but it kind of feels right now that I'm living it. Our cause is never more in danger than when a human, no longer desiring but still intending to do our enemy's will, looks round upon a universe from which every trace of him seems to have vanished, and asks why he has been forsaken, and still obeys. That's the kind of Christian that I want to be. Not the one who always feels it, but the one who is always obedient, irrespective of whether he's feeling it or not. And if you're in a season of dryness right now, remember you are not broken. You're not like a subpar Christian. You're not fake. You're just in a desert. And that's where God builds his warriors. I believe the enemy fears the Christian who keeps turning up even when the feelings are gone. If you're in a dry season right now, don't stop. Don't pull back. That obedience, that silence, that's where true faith is forged. Next up, I want you to watch this video. It's really going to help. This one is about how we can continue to follow God even if we feel like we might have failed him too much. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.